The story of David and Goliath is a well-known biblical tale that tells the story of an underdog who overcomes great odds to achieve victory. The story takes place in the context of a battle between the Israelites and the Philistines. The Philistines had sent their champion warrior, Goliath, to challenge the Israelites to send out a champion to fight him in single combat. Goliath was a giant of a man, standing over 9 feet tall and wearing heavy armor, making him a formidable opponent. The Israelites were terrified and no one wanted to face him. However, David, a young shepherd boy, stepped forward to take on Goliath. He was armed only with a slingshot and stones, which seemed like an inferior weapon compared to Goliath's heavy armor and weaponry. But David had faith in God and in his own abilities, and he was determined to do what he could to help his people. The story teaches us several lessons. First, it shows us that even the most powerful and formidable opponents can be overcome with courage, faith, and ingenuity. David used his own unique skills and weapons to defeat Goliath, showing that it's not always about having the biggest or best weapons, but about being resourceful and creative. Second, the story emphasizes the importance of relying on one's own strengths and abilities, rather than simply accepting the limitations imposed by others. David was a young boy and was not expected to be a great warrior, but he believed in himself and his abilities. He didn't listen to the naysayers who told him he couldn't defeat Goliath, and instead relied on his own skills and confidence to win. Third, the story encourages us to have the courage to stand up for what we believe in, even when the odds seem against us. David had the courage to face Goliath, even though he was much smaller and less experienced than his opponent. He was willing to take a risk and put himself in harm's way to help his people. Finally, the story of David and Goliath teaches us that it is possible to achieve great things through determination, perseverance, and a willingness to take risks. David's victory over Goliath was not just a triumph over a giant warrior, but a triumph over fear, doubt, and the status quo. It shows us that with the right mindset and approach, we can achieve anything we set our minds to. In conclusion, the story of David and Goliath is a timeless tale that continues to inspire and motivate people today. It teaches us to have faith in ourselves, to rely on our own strengths and abilities, to have the courage to face our fears, and to persevere in the face of challenges.